you ever heard the saying, I'll forgive, but I won't forget? The word but erases all that precedes it. Hence why many say to themselves, I thought I forgave them. I thought I was over this. Why can't I get past this? Forgiveness is a major theme for most of the clients that I work with. And no surprise here, because it was one of mine as well. A lot of times women will come in wanting to create a life they want, to start living and loving. They have goals they would love to achieve, but are having trouble making them happen. Or when they do, they just never seem to work out or stick. As we get deeper into what's really holding them back, it always comes down to the past. Something they are refusing unconsciously to let go of. I'll even have some argue, no, I'm over that. Yet their body, their face, their tone says otherwise. Affirming it out loud isn't enough to let go of it. The energy associated with it has to be released as well. This is the main power source. This is a step that's often overlooked, and you wonder why I'm so angry easily. Why do I resent easily? This is that energy playing on repeat without you knowing. And it's been playing since you were 5 or 17 or 21 years old when the event actually took place, over and over like a broken record. So how do I fully forgive? I guess is the first question. So here are some tips I'm going to give you. Give up the idea for a better past. The past is gone. It's done. It's not real. All you're experiencing is the memory. Accept it happened, and it's fucked up, but it's happened. I should also add here, give up the idea of wanting them to admit you're right. You know what you know, and they don't need to give you permission to accept this or let go of this. You own that right. So you don't need someone to tell you, yes, you're right. You know you're right. So just move on from that. 2, see what part of this is your responsibility. I know this one is a hard one. I almost walked out of a session when my coach asked me this question. So even the 1% where you allowed it to happen can be enough to tip the scale and keep you stuck in a loop of anger, resentment, shame, guilt. So today, own it and forgive yourself for that. 3, note down how many things you're risking and missing out on in your life by holding on to this memory. What will you lose? This oftentimes will be the scariest, and that's good. Let it scare the shit out of you. It will make you really question whether it's worth keeping on and holding on to this. Finally, put yourself in the shoes of who hurt you. There's no one born wanting to do bad things or hurt others. These are learned from either childhood or unhealed ancestral trauma carried on. Take time to see what their story is, and 100% of the time you will see, if you choose to see it, that they went through some messed up shit as well. This is not an excuse. This is not to excuse their behavior at all, but for you to tap into empathy and compassion, 2 major healing states to be in. And realize that they didn't know any better. They only came from a level of understanding that was already programmed in them. If they weren't loved, then they will not know how to love. If love was associated with pain and shame, then that's how they will show up for others. This step alone will allow you to release each other from the prison that you're both in, forgive them and forgive yourself for holding on to this for so long, and you can finally start living in the present and create the life you want to experience. I use different healing modalities to help with this process. Emotional freedom technique is one super powerful one, and I empower my clients with this as well. Another is timeline therapy to blast the negative emotions mentioned above. Now, we cover all of this and more in my group coaching programs, in my one-to-one programs. So if that's something that is of interest and you want to take this work deeper, definitely visit my website at heralignlife.ca, or you can actually message me at, either message me or email me, and you can find me on Instagram at heralignlife, or email me at hello@heralignlife.ca. I will put all of this information down in the link. Take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day.